Hey guys, it's me, Daniel, in Project Topgun. Now, why is it called Project Topgun? Let's put the mic on first. Okay, mic on. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Okay, so we are in Project Topgun. Why is it called Project Topgun? Because it was built in 1986. Also, it's just a freakish coincidence that I bought a bunch of stuff that was from 1986. One of them being I wouldn't call it antique, but classic watch, which I won't name, and a few other things too. So yeah, old car. Old car of a secret. What is that noise coming out? I don't know if you can pick that up, but I mean, this is a 316, so it's a M10, isn't it? M10, if I can remember my engines correctly, the M10. So it doesn't sound like a inline 4 1.6 litre M10. That's just bizarre, isn't it? No, that certainly doesn't sound like a 4-cylinder. Straight six. No, not with that rumble. Not with that rumble. V6? No, alright, I'm gonna stop fucking with you now. It's a V8. Yeah, it's a V8 in an E30 from 1986. It's a V8 in an E30 from 1986, which is also why I kind of call it Top Gun, because it's got a rocket underneath the bonnet. So let's try and go into a few little tech details. This is a 1UZ FE. Now, car nerds out there, what can I say? That's a 4-litre V8 from a Lexus and Toyota Sora, LS400, Toyota Sora, a couple of their big 4x4s, and numerous other cars I really don't know or care, to be honest with you. It's regarded as being one of the strongest engines ever made. I don't know if you know, Matt Farad had a 1,000,000-mile Lexus. Same engine. Interestingly, I'm driving in Bangkok, by the way. This place is mad. And it's raining. What was I saying? Yeah, so interestingly, it's one of the few engines where the cam belts can snap and you're still all good. It's a horrible place to drive, Bangkok, and probably the worst place for a car that has no traction control, no ABS, no airbags, no parking sensors. Yeah, I mean, it's got aircon. It's got aircon, and it's ice cold, which is pretty good for me because I need it. Being a Farang, which is what they call a foreigner over here. So yeah, it's one of the strongest engines in the world. It's a 4-litre V8. It doesn't make a huge amount of power. I think if you dyno these, it's a first gen, by the way, so it's not a VVTi. It's a 1989 to 1993 model, which arguably are the better, stronger engines because they have thicker rods and numerous other things. They kind of lightened the engine. Gotta be careful here because no traction control. Yeah. Arguably one of the stronger engines. However, it does make less power. So at the dyno, they make 200, 220 horsepower, which isn't a lot, right? It's not a lot. It's not a lot of power, let's be honest. However, they make 250 foot-pound torque, around about that. So plenty of torque. But then you've got it in this tiny little E30. It's an E30. You know, it's like 1 ton. It's a very small, light car. And you essentially got M3 power, right? But with a ton more torque. A wicked sound. And I believe, now I haven't weighed them. Now the M10s are iron blocks. They're iron, they're made of iron. They're very heavy. The Lexus 1UZ is aluminium. Now I didn't do the engine swap, and oh god, it's chaos here. I'm in, this is Sukhumvit, which is like the main street in central Bangkok, because I live in the center of Bangkok, which is just wonderful. I digress. Blah 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 blah. 1UZ. Yes, I didn't weigh the engines, but I think they're about the same in weight, or possibly even lighter. I don't know. Nerds out there, tell me if you know the weight of this engine, if you know the weight of an M10. So really, you've got lots of performance without any drawbacks. Oh God! See, this is why I didn't buy a new car out here. Okay, I don't know if you can see all this, but it's not just bikes on this side. There's bikes on that side, and then they come in and out, and they go everywhere. Anyway, I've got bikes here too, by the way, and we'll go into that in another video. It's the best way to get around, and also the most dangerous way, but it is the best way to get around. Wow, this aircon is very, very cold. Everything works in this car, okay? The lights work, aircon works, it's got the soft touch indicators. In 1986, they got soft touch indicators, you know, where you just touch it a little bit and then it indicates for as long as you hold it for. In 1986, I mean, most normal cars didn't get that until the bloody early 2000s. Amazing. This is a first gen E30, you know, before the facelift. There's loads of little things that I just can't think off the top of my head that it's got that kind of blow my mind. They really are quality made cars. The beautiful thing about having an E30 in Thailand is that, well, the weather. You see, nothing really rusts here. Nothing really rusts, not like it does back in Europe. So there's a lot of antique cars out here that are just in mint condition, kind of like in California. Same thing. I remember walking around San Francisco and seeing a 60s, late 60s 911, and it was just immaculate. It was dirty, right? It used to be red, but it was like sun bleached orange now. And you could tell it's been used, but it was completely rust free, and that's Northern California. So yeah, this car was stripped to its shell and repainted in a horrid colour, to be honest with you. I can't stand it. All right, let's get into the more tech stuff. So you've got a 1UZ automatic transmission. Sorry guys, and to be honest with you, I've got no interest in switching manual here in Bangkok. I mean, my poor left foot, okay? I ran an E39 M5 in London, and this is 10 times worse than central London, so no, not doing it. So it's a weird hodgepodge of parts, this car. So you've got a Toyota / Lexus, yeah, it's Toyota, right? Toyota V8 in a BMW car. Cool. Now, how do they make it work? There are some peculiar choices made